Okay, I'm back. Yeah, a few minutes. What was I thinking? That was a few seconds. Anyway, welcome to part 3. Last time we got the speed booster and the ice beam. Now we're heading back to Brinstar to see where to go next. What to get next, if I remember correctly. Should be the power bombs. And you do need the ice beam to be able to get back up into Brinstar, because there was that one little gate that blocks your way. Once you have the wave beam, it's not a problem. Cross through our little introduction to Meridia that we can't do anything about yet. Now, in the last video, some people in the chat call those the tentacle hentai monsters. We'll just cool them off. Completely get out of the way. Oh, I was reading up some information on Metroid Prime earlier, and there's one thing about the end of the first game that I never realized, but thought was absolutely genius. Metroid Prime itself, especially in its first form, well, only in its first form, really. I don't know if I got what was in here. The weapon that does the most damage to it, no, it's just an energy refill. The weapon that does the most damage to Metroid Prime's first form is the Ice Spreader, which makes perfect sense when you think about it. Because the pirate logs talk about the only thing they were able to use to keep Metroid Prime from going berserk when they were studying it was cold temperatures. So the Ice Spreader being the powerful version of the Ice Beam, I just thought that was so cool. I never... Still need to go back and play the game again, try it out, just see how much it does. But that gate is to the left, but with the high jump boots and the ice beam, we can come up here. And I always hate doing this, especially on a keyboard. Fortunately, again, it's a lot easier on this one than it is in the original game. Now this is a dangerous room because you got the bees, you got the crawlers, and you got those plants. They're literally called Samus Eaters. If you fall into them, they'll take off a chunk of health. I forgot to restart my timer. Okay, we're good. I actually have it set to 27 minutes, so I have a cushion for error. Now there should be a way to break these blocks down here. Looks like they're power bomb blocks, I guess. We'll be back. Another save room, do it for good measure. Now if you come up here at this point of the game, it's actually possible to sequence break and go for the wrecked ship as early as now. You actually have to turn off the high jump boost to be able to do it without the grapple beam. Some giant hoppers, they take off 40 health. Then you got the spikes and the hentai monsters. Go ahead. Oh, crap. Where are the power bombs? I'm pretty sure they're over here. They may be down at the bottom after all. I'm not convinced that they're not down here. There should be some way to get through. Maybe it's just a false floor. There we go. How did I not put a bomb down there last time? One of those great mysteries of gaming. And the Let's Play curse, really. The easiest things become the hardest things to do. Power up music. There's our first set of power bombs. And we get 5 at once. Is there anything else in here? Yes, there is. The game would not be so nice as not to give us more missiles right after another power-up. And I'm hoping to get to a place where I can demonstrate the Shine Spark. Because there is an enemy in Brinstar, well, not an enemy, a helper creature who actually demonstrates how to use it. Which unfortunately, when I was a kid, never figured it out for the longest time. Go ahead and open that door to keep it open with a regular shot from then on. Now, did the big crawlers, hoppers come back? Oh, they did. Crap. Is that a charged shot? I guess not. Now, it may seem there's a dead end here. Fall into this plant. More power bombs. And there are two ways you can go from here. You can either go back the way you came, or take a roundabout way and go back through Brinstar. I actually find it's better to go back the way you come. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I should be able to tackle the next boss. Definitely within this video. And don't rush, don't rush, don't rush. Ah, crap. Get out of there, Samus! Oh, not again! It'll eventually stop. That's when you have the opportunity to jump out. Oh, that was close. Let's see how far away that gate is. I think there's a missile expansion I could get. Oh no, it's right in this room. Forget that. Get the health. Move back. Now this is a power bomb door, but what you can get in here kind of requires the grapple beam. Yeah, I'll come back here. It's a lot easier with the grapple beam anyway. Yeah, that little bug in there will usually drop power bombs for you. Now speaking of having power bombs, I think I'll go back to that one room that looks like a complete dead end and see what's in there. Power bomb should reveal it. This water will actually stop you if you don't have the high jump boost. You have to go all the way back and jump over it. If you come in here and lay a power bomb, you'll be able to enter Meridia. I don't recommend doing it just yet, mainly because of how much water slows you down without the gravity suit. It just becomes so much of a pain to get back out. So, come back in here really quick. And I don't think I've been at full health since I got that reserve tank. May have a chance of being able to get some and just show. There we go. Ah, I was looking in the totally wrong places every time. But I'm not going to complain about another energy tank no matter when I get it. It'll come in handy for the next big fight too. Okay, back to Norfair. We saw plenty of power bomb doors and blocks in there. Let's see where they lead. It's actually something I noticed about the game is if you stand on the elevator and crouch before the game really recognizes you're on the elevator, you will crouch rather than ride down. So we're going to bust our way through here and continue downward. Maybe I was at full health because I'm not getting any more. So that reserve tank probably already got filled before I realized it. Oh well. There's several more in the game. Several more chances. All these platforms will crumble. You're forced to come down here, pitting you in a one-way spot. I'll let the destruction of those pirates speak for itself. Game game really lets you have some fun with your power-ups at times too. I'm just exploring this little area first. I think the boss is through that super missile door from before. Okay, need the grapple beam. They mercifully placed the energy refill right there. So maybe the way back up, it might be in that other hall. Let's check here first. Get around these Zeemers. We'll get up there sooner or later. It took two regular shots and 2 charge shots to freeze the guy. That was kind of a waste. The charge beam mechanic hadn't been perfected at this point. Now we've been here before. Yep. So I'll come back here to get the wave beam after we get the grapple beam. So I know which way I need to go now. Ouch. As for this shaft, I think it leads back up to that other long hallway. But we need to come down here first anyway. Oh, boss time. Here we have Crockmeyer. He's got 8 eyes and a weird mouth. You cannot kill him. It's actually him against you, just knocking him back into the acid. Not a hard fight at all. Just use your charge beam. And aim correctly. He'll occasionally fire, but he's not that bad. Super missiles work too. He's almost out of here. Couple more hits, maybe one more. So this poor guy gets eaten alive, and we get to watch every minute of it. Good job, Nintendo. Now, if you follow these bubbles, which is the only way you can come at this point, you'll notice that they are going all the way across, and the spiky wall just gets in the way. An earthquake. This isn't good. What's gonna happen? Oh, here comes the wall. Fortunately, it doesn't hurt you. Oh my God, is he still alive? How can he move without any muscles? No, that was the last. He did us a favor. A couple more jumps. And not much you can do with this spot right here. More enemies for power-ups if you need them. Save point? Yes, I will. Thank you. Okay, those guys do drop super missiles. I was wondering if they did right before I shot them. Oh, I have no choice but to go this way. Ouch. Bad jumping on my part. But, more missiles. We get the ones we used to open this door back. Plus a 5 missile profit. Well, not really. It just gives you 5 without refilling your stock. Those guys will take care of the rest. Oh, hot foot, hot foot, hot foot. And coming the rest of the way down here should get us to the grapple beam sooner or later. Now, these blocks all need to be destroyed with a speed boost. So we have to open up the path over here. No, actually, I think they can be destroyed by power bombs. I use the speed booster to get through that next wall. Bingo. Okay. Need a speed boost with a big jump. You don't shine spark in here. And made it. So we'll come back in here in just a moment with our newly acquired grappling beam. Which can be used as a weapon in and of itself, but not very effective. It's mostly just for maneuvering. And you can grapple onto these, I really don't know what else to call them, these grapple rippers. And don't fall into the acid, Samus. Now let's see if I can shine spark up to the top of the wall there. And it just demonstrated the use of the beam as a weapon. Debris is cleared. So I'll quickly... I'm supposed to say quickly duck, but she's not doing it. Why aren't you shine sparking, Samus? There we go. Probably because I was on a slope. Unfortunately, that was not the way to go. I probably should do the jump, do the whole jump again. And the shine spark takes up a lot of energy. It'll drain very quickly on this one. They did better in later titles. I can try this again. So getting to the second one is the hard part because you can't quite see it. Ah! One more try, then I'll move on. I'll come back and get this off screen. I do not want to die here. This is bad enough with a controller. Doing it with the keyboard's even worse. Okay. This next one's not as bad. Ah, and I still missed! No, that wasn't as massive a failure. I'll try once more. Okay, totally missed. I'll come back to this one. I think it's just a missile power-up anyway. There's something more important to get that requires the grapple beam. Grapple beam, what am I saying? This is the actual room that it teaches you how to use it. Just hit these little spots here, swing over. Very simple process. And more fun in here. Seeing as the water will slow you down. Ouch. And there should be more grapple spots right here. Yep. Swing back and forth like a little pendulum. Okay, game, we know how to use the grapple beam. We don't need any more tutorials. And add insult to injury, super missile gate. Can't come back here after you get the wave beam. So I'll just have to come back through here anyway. Plenty of health pickups. One more. That's good enough for now. Need to go back to the top and get what's on the other side of that other door, too. I got about 10 minutes left in this segment. Not a problem. There's only one of these guys, too. What do we get? What do we get? Gimme, gimme, gimme. More power bombs. It's actually very hard to run out of power bombs on this game, especially once you get the X-ray scope. and you can just use that to look and see where things are. Oops. And come back here where Crockmire was. Gonna do a bit of grappling on here, but for a much better prize if I remember correctly. Oh. Keyboard! And fingers, I should blame my fingers more than the keyboard. But this isn't bad. Another energy tank. So we got time to go see what's in that other room. Of course, grappling along long chasms isn't hard once you get a groove going, and so long as there are a decent number of grappling points. Come back here in a moment. Seeing as I think that place just leads back to the beginning area, we don't need it yet. Now that is a triple whammy. You got the spikes, the lava, and the tentacle guys. And we've been here before. Okay, this is actually where we needed to go. Sweet. So we got the wave beam, and it's up in this region. That was further up. We're heading in the right direction. So I got time to get the wave beam. And I'll explore that shaft on the way back. I should be able to get to it. That'll require coming through this room again, but it's not a bad room. It's so hard to duck and roll. Come on, little flyer platform. Now, for some reason, as I was thinking, I was reminded of playing Xenoblade Chronicles, and going through a couple of side quests, fairly early in the game, but require you going into dens of monsters that are level 80. I don't know why I thought of that, but so long as you walk quietly, they won't notice. You can just walk right into their dens and steal the item you need. It also doesn't help that they're giant spiders either. But that's that game. This is this. So trying this again. Give this a little more room. And that was only the first part, but the second part's not that bad. It's more grappling. Bingo. And we get our prize, the wave beam. Increases our beam strength even more and passes through walls. This is actually going to be our beam setup for most of the rest of the game. Well, yeah, about halfway of what's left. We don't get the last beam for a good while. But the fact that it goes through walls makes it invaluable. Definitely added some nice power. Get those guys in 2 hits now. It took, what, 4 a few minutes ago? Excuse me, if you guys heard that burp. Went to Arby's for lunch and tried their new 3-cheese bacon sandwiches. And it was okay. The taste of the bread really drowned out everything else. Can I get back through here? Oh, I could, but that'll require swimming through the lava. So it is a one-way passage until you have the gravity suit. Hooray for wasting time. So where's the nearest save point? It's about time to end this part. I know where one is. Just have to get back up here again. Give these guys the cold shoulder. Literally. Okay, gonna save it here, and that'll be it for this part. But I'll record one more, so I'll end it here and start the next one in a few.